Hi, I'm going to give a quick run through of how to find content and create assignments. Of course, I'm happy to do a deeper dive when you actually get into this and are creating your assignments, but this is just to give you a little preview of how things work. So you'll click your assignment tab here, make sure you're in Manage View. There's a second way you can access your assignment manager, and that's just scrolling down here to your instructor tools and clicking Assignment Manager. It takes you to the same tool, this Assignment Manager. Now here's your existing questions, but we'll go into create homework. Now these first three options are homework, quiz, and test. And the difference here are the settings for these assignments. So you can set your homework settings to allow, however, maybe you want them to have 3 attempts on each question or 7 or what have you, or maybe, and you don't want to have a time limit. Maybe you want to have all the learning aids available, add instructor tips, add help me solve this, add view an example in the AI study tool, things like that. If you want to add those in, you can do those for homework. And maybe for quiz, you want to have 1 attempt, have a time limit, no learning aids, whatever you think, you can customize those for these categories. So that's the difference there. You can also select a freehand grader assignment, offline item. You can import something from another course. So say you created a homework that you really love in one section, you can import it over or copy one from your colleague, whatever you'd like. That's an import option. And then import pre-builts, those are the ones that come from the editors, the publishers, or you can just create a question. But there's so many questions to choose from. I recommend seeing what we have, and then you're welcome to create them yourself. So then you'll give it a name, chapter 1 homework. Now I want to point out this button right here. So if you click try AI instructor tools, it's really cool. You talk to this bot and you say, hey, make me a chapter 1 homework assignment. I want it to be medium difficulty and take students 20 minutes to complete. And it'll say, okay, great. Here's what I've come up with. What do you think? Should I make it harder? Should I make it easier? Should I make it longer? Or do you approve? If you like it, you can go ahead and assign it from there, or you can have them create the assignment and then you can go in and edit from there. So maybe if you wanted them to pull all of the questions from a certain topic and kind of get you started, you can do so. But we're going to go ahead and click next and just do it manually. So here is where you can find all the questions available. Now make sure you check your chapter drop down. So we're going to click chapter 1 and you can see the questions. There's 158 questions available. So yeah, a lot of options. You can hover and view the assignments this way. And then you can also click the assignment. You can view it. You can work the problem as a student if you'd like to see if you like how that breaks down the steps. You can add an instructor tip if you'd like to, show the answer, check it all out. And then right here is the data that actually is pulled from students who have completed this question. So you'll see the difficulty, the median time it took them to complete this, and the percentage of correct on first try. So really cool if you're trying to help yourself gauge the different questions you'd like to select. Now make sure you don't miss this little button right here, media. So this is going to show the assignments available with media in it. So you can assign these videos, or you can even assign sections of the book. This is just giving them the section, so they have to open it as part of their assignment. So pretty cool options here. Now, once you decide what you'd like, you can click the ones you want. I'm just clicking some random ones. And then we'll click add and they show up right here. Now, let's say it's a chapter 1 homework, but maybe you want to add some review, or maybe you want to go deeper into a topic that this textbook doesn't have, or you want to find just extra content. You can pull assignments from any of our questions, from any of our math textbooks. So here I'm scrolling through all of these Pearson books. You can see calculus, college algebra, stats, business stats, trig, yeah, and you can select it and you can pull questions from that. So giving them even more content than what's in the books and giving you more options if you want to expand on a certain topic. So we will go ahead and click next. Now here's where you can change your settings, your due date. Again, once you're in it and creating your assignments, I'm happy to walk you through and make sure your assignments work exactly as you like to. And then you'll see save and assign, and it's as easy as that, and it'll show up in your assignment manager for your students.